Hi, my name's Sam Miller, and I'm interested in joining the healthcare team here at KU Med, specifically on the neurology floor. I think my passion for nursing in the medical field began when I was in high school. I'm the youngest of three siblings, so I always looked up to my older siblings, and when I was in high school, my oldest sister was in her senior year for nursing program. So I loved it when she would come home and tell me about all of her patients' interactions and how working with her patients was her favorite part of schooling. So I kind of wanted to get to know what that was about, so she was a large influence in my initial decision to become a nurse. But like most freshmen, when I came up here to Mizzou, I wasn't exactly sure as what I wanted to do, so I made it a goal of mine to get my foot in the door and get some experience in the healthcare field. So in between my freshman and sophomore year, I got my CNA, and then I later accepted a position at Boone Hospital Center on the medical floor. I only worked part time during the school year, but during the summer I worked full time hours, so I had this awesome opportunity to get floated to multiple different floors and see multiple different types of nursing care dependent on the population. So one day I was just floated into neurology and I was taking care of this stroke patient, and this patient was pretty much completely dependent on all of the staff, could only mouth a couple of words and had minimal movement of his body. So after a long day of, working with him, helping him eat, helping him bathe, turning him every 2 hours, I just go in his room at the end of a report and start talking to the next tech about, what he needs and things of that nature. And as I'm saying my goodbyes, he kind of mentions for me to come closer to him, and I get down next to his bed and he takes my hand and just mouths the words thank you. And I think it was really at this moment in time that I knew without a doubt that nursing was for me. And more specifically, I think that's when I started to fall in love with neurology. So I've made it a goal of mine to become a registered nurse on a neurology floor. And I specifically became interested in working here at KU Med when I knew that you guys were a magnet status. So I've worked at two hospitals, one which had a magnet status and one without, and I could honestly clearly see the difference in the care, the culture of the hospital, and the leadership within the hospital. I believe that leadership is an awesome part of nursing and it creates a great work environment. So my fraternity elected me as the standards chairman, and the standards chairman was basically to ensure that a certain set of standards and morals was upheld throughout the entire fraternity and every member. While this position in its nature kind of created some tension between friendships because there's some discipline that went along with it, it really showed me how important it is to have a common goal of an organization, and that to reach that common goal, every single member has to work to meet that goal. And I believe that my values and my goals align with this hospital, and I think that I would make a great member of this team. So I hope you consider me for this position. I'd like to thank you for your time.